Come on. Okay. Let's try it.
Right. The beast on the track, you know what it is. From the mid-south, all the way for life. Turn it up. Let it bang. Hey! Ziggy the beast on the track. You know what it is. Turn it up. Let it bang. Hey! Ziggy the beast on the track, you know what it is. From the mid-south, all the way worldwide. We the voice of the heat, where the bad guys thrive. The enforcer in the cut, keep the story in line. DJ T.O. make it jump when he cut that spine. Wild card talk slick, got the takes on 10. Light skin gauge and bring the chaos in. Ziggy hit record, then the roof catch flame. Soon as you hear that drop, you remember the name. Heels for life, we don't play nice. Every hot take feel cold as ice. From the bell to the mic, we define that height. Turn it up, hit subscribe. Heels for life, where the legends ride. Every pop, every boot, we on that side. From the boost to the bites, we define that hype. Turn it up, hit subscribe, it's heels for life. Yeah! Heels for life. Turn it up. Let it bang. Hey! Ziggy the beast on the track. You know what it is. Turn it up. Let it bang. Hey! Heels for life on the track. Beast on the track. You know what it is. Heels for life. Turn it up, let it bang. Heels for life on the track. You know what it is. Heels for life. Woo. Turn it up, let it bang. Heels for life on the track. You know what it is. From the mid-south all the way worldwide. We the force of the heat where the bad guys start. We enforcer in the cut, keep the story in line. DJ T.O. make it jump when he gut that spine. Wild card talk slick, gotta take some 10. Like skin gauge and bring the chaos in. And get hit record, then the roof catch flames. Soon as you hear that drop, you remember the name. Heels for life, we don't play nice. Every hot take feel cold as ice. From the bell to the mic, we define it hype. Turn it up, hit subscribe, it's feels for life. Feels for life, where the legends ride. Every pop, every boot, we on that side. From the boost to the bites, we define it hype. Turn it up, hit subscribe, it's feels for life.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Do you hear me? What's going on, Wrestling Chew believers? It's a great day in Jamaica. How y'all doing out there for another episode of Hashtag Kids for Life Wrestling Podcast, episode 332, with your boy, with the host, with the mostest, has arrived, Mr. Wildcard, Mr. Megatron. Oh my God, I'm just so here for this. Oh my God. And then, of course, we have Mr. Mid-South, and we have Mr. Enforcer, we have Light Skin Gouger. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms, including here on YouTube or wherever you are seeing us tonight. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful 4th of July. Even though I have been moist for 250 years of the same bullshit of injustice in this country. But I did enjoy the fireworks last night. I'm not gonna lie, but whatever. Anyway, how you fellas doing?
Doing cool.
Excellent. Family reunion all weekend for me.
Oh, you guys are my family, but I wasn't invited to any of your gatherings. Whatever.
I was at work, working OT.
I wasn't talking about you because I already know about you. Okay, I know about you, but these other two fuckers over here, But anyway,
I ain't do shit. Stay in the house.
I don't want to hear your excuses.
They was trying to protect you because I guarantee you there was probably one person, that probably put raisins in the potato salad.
Was it you?
No, you know it wasn't him.
We didn't even have potato salad.
I was looking.
You know how everybody
just
did that bitch off on that situation.
No, I mean anyway. So everybody, we have a nice little lineup for you guys. I don't really have much this week. It's more so just aftermath conversations from King and Queen of the Ring, and also Forbidden Door from last weekend. We're just basically just going to be talking about regular shit. However, we do have breaking news about Sheamus, but without further ado, we're going to get right into, if I can find it.
They know who we
Heel News and Rumors coming up right now.
We're breaking down the latest buzz from backstage politics, surprise returns, contract drama, and all the dirt the big companies don't want you to know about. Whether it's AEW, WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, or any of your favorite indie scene companies. We've got the scoops, we've got the tea, and we might even have a wrestler to even talk about this. With a little bit of fantasy booking to spice things up. Grab your belts, lace up your boots, time to hit the ropes, because it's time for Heel News and Rumors.
So yes, everybody, it's time for Heel News and Rumors. All right, so on the docket, about three and a half hours ago, while we were doing the cookout, Sheamus has announced that he is going to be leaving WWE. Now, I found some tea. I don't know if this is actually accurate. Not exactly sure. If you guys have something different, please let me know or correct me on the cookout when we have that tomorrow on TikTok. So apparently, TKO was on some bullshit with, remember New Day? They was on the contract reduction. So apparently they went to Sheamus with the same philosophy, and Sheamus said no and decided to leave when his contract is up. So I think his contract is up pretty soon. I'm not exactly sure when, but yes, Sheamus will be leaving WWE sometime this year. Any feedback?
I mean, I heard the exact same thing, this is a dude that's been, one of the biggest not one of the biggest, but one of the top draws, at least in your company. You actually put him in a position to dethrone the face of the company because you felt like he was one of the top draws or could be a top draw in your company. So to ask him to take a pay cut, knowing everything that he has done for this company, basically sticking with them, even when newer competition came around and he could have split at any given moment. He could have left with Cesaro or Claudio, but he chose to stay. So, I mean, I don't blame Sheamus. You know your worth. Sheamus knows his worth. And quite honestly, there's plenty of wrestling promotions out there that I would love to see him in.
Yeah, so what I read, and I haven't done a whole lot of searching or research on this because, I mean, we all know how I stand with WWE, but his contract is about to be up like really quickly, so really soon, probably in the month of July. So, all the fantasy booking and projecting that people are doing online today could potentially be happening sooner rather than later. I got mixed emotions about it. We don't have to talk about it right now, but I'm sure we'll get to it eventually.
Sorry, fellas.
What's up, Enforcer? How you feeling? Can't hear you.
Before we go to Enforcer, I'm not trying to drill you, but Why do you have mixed emotions? Is this a personal thing, or is it like what is it?
Not a personal thing. I just stand by what I said a few weeks ago. And actually, I'll before I get to what I said a few weeks ago, I'll say what I've been saying for 3 or 4 years here. Any new person brought in is at the expense of someone that's already there. So here's my example. AEW signed Sheamus. Sheamus gets, I don't know what, I'm making up a number, 2 minutes of TV time. That's 2 minutes less for any person else that's on the roster. And that's whether that's somebody that's older that's on the roster or somebody that's younger that's on the roster. So what I said a couple of weeks ago was that I didn't want anyone coming in to stunt the growth of someone that's young who's trying to get time. I'm not on the side of Sheamus signing with AEW to form the bar back with Claudio or joining the Death Riders or wrestling Tomohiro Ishii. All these different theories and fantasy booking that folks are doing on the internet right now. There's 250 plus, since that's the number of the day, 250 plus other wrestling companies on the planet that Sheamus can go wrestle for. There should be no rush for AEW to sign him because he is 100% not needed.
I don't know. Tomohiro Ishii versus Sheamus made me wet with perspiration.
that match could literally happen anywhere.
It really could.
Wet.
Extra moist.
just wow.
Kind of like what Minsop just said. That's why I'm not showing no emotion to it. I'm not. Y'all already know how I feel about when I hear somebody get released from WWE. Good luck somewhere else. You know, there's other opportunities out there. Light-Skin, you said it best. Know your worth. We said it for New Day. Sheamus, a multi-time champion. Damn shame that he didn't get that next kind title, so he'll be a Grand Slam champion after the performance he did with Gunther a couple years ago. And he might still got something left to take. I kind of agree with myself. I don't want to come to AEW, but at the same time, if it happens, there is some things that you could do there with a Claudio reunion, or you could tease that it's going to be a reunion. He could side with the opposition. We don't know. I'm not the booker there, but at the same time, I always say these releases too. Don't act like y'all fucking fans of Sheamus all of a sudden now. don't be all shocked and say, "Oh, woe is me." Why shake? No, because y'all didn't say that much when he was in WWE. Y'all was dead quiet, or y'all probably became a Sheamus fan. Like I said, after that Gunther match, he was a multi-champion way before that, you know. But again, he got released. We also know that there are certain new people that's coming in, so he might be out. My thing is now with this, if you told me 2 years ago that Sheamus is probably not going to be in WWE no more, I probably won't believe it. I thought he's a lifer. But then the same thing, I thought New Day was a lifer. Things are changing now. So I'm worried about other people. I'm worried about Bayley. I'm worried about Drew McIntyre. The last time we seen him on TV, I know he's doing a movie, but at least update. They usually show y'all when people do a movie. They should show y'all like, hey, this is what they're doing. Here's the behind the scenes or something like that. I haven't seen Drew McIntyre on WWE TV in months. Okay, people, you know, it's not safe no more. You know, you can be a lifer all you want. TKO don't care. So
and I want to further a point that you just made with another point on top of it. How many people were on the internet complaining about not seeing Sheamus? And truthfully told, I don't even know how long it's been since he's been on TV. How many people was? Matter of fact, not even yesterday, 10 hours ago. How many people on the internet were complaining that they hadn't seen Sheamus on TV lately, complaining about him?
Not zero. Zero. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all was not saying none of this. Then all of a sudden, I hear, oh, the last time he was on TV when he did a 6-man tag with John Cena. Oh, now you know that. You know what I mean? You know, like, so don't. I mean, if you try and get views, I'm not here to stop or shit on no one's parade. Hey, get your views and act like you care, and be a good actor too, because you might convince me. But at the same time, I know who's who and what's what, and you're not a Sheamus fan. Nope. Point blank. You're not. Okay? But if you are, I'm not talking to you. don't get no emotional damage. I'm talking to those that acting like, hey, they actually care about when someone get released from WWE every time. That's when they all care about them. And that's all now they go to some place they deserve to be in. But at the same time, they don't need to be at AEW. You just need a match that, as you said, get you wet perforation. But I would love to see a Sheamus against Ishii in New Japan ring. I would love to see I want to see if Sheamus can go strong style in a New Japan ring or a Noah ring. I would love to see him go and help out MLW just like a Killer Cross did and stuff like that. I would love to see that. Everybody, again, once they get released, I'm telling y'all, stop with the everybody got to go to AEW. AEW's rolling. We don't need no one to stunt what's going on there to fit you in, to fit a circle in a square box. We don't need that right now. Or should I say a square in a circle place?
I like how you said we.
Hey, it is what it is. But I gotta say we, because as a fan, we all do the same thing. Like we all, we want to go a certain place. But right now, as we are getting closer and closer to All In,
I would love. I just saw something in the chat that we put up on the screen. I would love to talk about that too.
What?
When he said what Trevor said, Ricochet went ham on Twitter about him. Of course, he playing his character, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that too.
Let's also keep this in mind. Sheamus's contract is expiring. He hasn't been released, or TKO isn't releasing him. His contract is set to expire, which means his contract is not being renewed. It's going to run out, and after that, he can go wherever the hell he wants to go. And like these gentlemen up here said, AEW is not the first go-to. Like, I would love to see him in MLW. I would love to see him in Rev Pro. I would love to see him in Progress, Defy. I would love to see him in Japan, in Noah, in New Japan, or even in DDT. You know, like, honestly, there's so many wrestling promotions where you could actually see Sheamus do something pretty spectacular and out of the norm of what he's accustomed to. Like, AEW should not be the first thing that comes to mind, all right? But again, like Enforcer was saying, you know, and also what Mid-South was saying, there's been rumors that they are bringing in a number of different people, from Big Kaz, who is formerly known as Big Bill. They're talking about bringing back Enzo Amore. Hiromu Takahashi was on the docket too as well. What have we been saying, not just on this platform here, but on our own platforms on TikTok? When somebody is on the way in, somebody is eventually on the way out. So this is just one. And like we said, these cuts that are, you know, supposed to be happening, they all seem to be happening quarterly. We saw the ones that happened after Mania. There probably are going to be some more either prior to SummerSlam or after SummerSlam.
Definitely.
All I'm saying is I'm just expecting another crash out.
I know that's right. Man, this shit is too goddamn dark. I'm trying to look all cool and shit. As far as I'm concerned, I really don't have any comments. I know it's kind of hard for y'all to believe. I don't have a comment about Sheamus because, quite frankly, I really don't care. Just don't. Never really been a huge fan. I've been a fan of his work. I'm just not the fan of the person. You know what I'm saying? This is not a political issue. It's just I really never. I don't really care, if that makes sense. But no, I agree with the fellas. But yeah, let's what the fuck? Are you telling me that I did not download none of this shit?
Oh Lord.
Okay, talk about something else. Just buy me time.
All right, let me buy you some time.
Please, thank you.
Okay, so I don't have a segment, but I will just say it right now so I can give my man some time here. Something has been like really grinding my gears for the past couple of days. I saw a video with with Jim Cornette. There's Jim Cornette, where he said he has a problem with WWE and AEW. He gave them his reason for WWE, like they got the talent, blah blah, but they're just boring as hell on TV. They give out boring TV. Great, okay. Then he said something about the AEW, and what caught my attention is what some people, a lot of anti-AEW or anti anything outside WWE fans would say. They don't do stories. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to really burst your bubble, or at least give you a little bit of knowledge. I'm not gonna say I'm always gonna be the knowledge guy, but wrestling and stories or storytelling go hand in hand. It has been that from the get-go. Every wrestling organization, not just the WWE, does stories. It's just they do it very, very differently. Okay, just like there are different types of movies or entertainment, it's the same way with storytelling in wrestling. Everything cannot just be soap opera or dramatic or romance or comedy, action. You know what I'm saying? It's a different way. Me and Lightskin said this one time in recording that AEW keeps things canon from other places. Me and Minsal said this also about what's going on right now with Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay got two storylines that is coexisting as one in two different wrestling organizations. AEW has been around for 7 years, and I think it's time for the people that say that to stop saying it. Stop saying that AEW or any other wrestling organization that's not WWE don't do storytelling. Now I'm coming to the point that now y'all just need views. Y'all clickbaiting because y'all know that's a damn lie. Especially when how many people has telling y'all, oh, this person got history, or this person is going to do this and this right, go do that. It's time to stop this shit right here. It's time to stop the argument of viewership. It's time to stop the argument of ratings. It's time to stop all that bullshit. Every damn wrestling organization is not going to be the same. They're going to their own audience, and they're going to tell you stories. Either it's going to be long term, or they're going to tell you the story within the ring to create the story to keep you watching. That argument is not in void. Let's stop the bullshit. Let's watch the shit. First of all, let's watch wrestling, because that's another thing. Y'all probably don't even watch the damn product to say they don't do storytelling. Y'all probably just hop in the middle of it. Like a guy said on TikTok a couple years ago that said, oh, he could just watch Endgame and don't need to know the story behind Endgame, which is bullshit. Okay? So, all I'm asking, I'm not demanding, I'm asking. Because some people don't listen, they don't go listen to me. But let's stop the madness with AEW don't do storytelling or not TNA, MLW don't do storytelling. Also, everybody does it differently. Everything is canon. Yeah, hell, WWE started canon things out with Tama Tonga and Finn Balor. Everybody that's outside that knows the history of that one. Bullet Club, Founding Founders, all that stuff. So to say that there's no storytelling in wrestling is the most idiotic bullshit I've ever heard, and you need to stop it. Let's stop it. Did I give you enough time?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, I'm done.
I'm good. Have to go. Just gotta add on what you said, and then I'm gonna go on to the next one. Jeremy Cornette can suck a dick, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he's been doing the majority of his career anyway, but I really need him to suck one and gag and just choke on it and just be done with it. You know what I'm saying? Please click that. Yes, bars. Yeah. So. Trying to stay in character.
As Miss I would say, think of the sponsors.
Yeah. No, fuck the sponsors right now because that's exactly how the fuck I feel. But no, anytime that you are a WWE tribalist, of course you're going to have those type of outdated scripts. So, and that brings us to our main event, which we're going to be talking about later on, which is nostalgia wrestling versus the modern day wrestling era. So it really ties into what Miss South is, not Miss South, but what Enforcer is talking about, and we're going to talk about that later on in the show. But yeah, let's get into. Matter of fact, hold on, let me just put this over here. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Hang on a second. There we go. I was just trying to get my shit together. Okay. Let's get into this little number. Y'all, this is a fucked up week. I'm not going to even lie to you. I was anticipating this match to be at Redemption because it makes sense. And the Redemption part is for Kenny Omega. That part I get. At the last minute on Wednesday, after announcing about this match, because the match was not supposed to be, it was supposed to be like, if he wins, he gets a title shot. But now they just changed it all the way around. So this Wednesday, live on Dynamite, on free television, MJF versus Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship. If Kenny Omega loses, he can never, ever compete for the AEW Championship again. I do not know why they are playing this game. But it's really pissing me off because as much as we sit here and we talk about how WWE like to recycle storylines, they're doing the same thing for this one. So I don't know if this is like the EVP's kryptonite. I'm not exactly sure. Even Cody Rhodes was mentioned in this little storyline, which was, like you said, canon. So with this being said, I don't know how to like really feel about this. I'm here for it. A lot of bangers this week, but what you think?
I'm thinking MJF is probably really injured, like badly, to push this match. Because like you said, this should have been if you defeat me, you get a title shot at Redemption. But I was thinking about this since Wednesday. I think probably right after me and Miss South finished that this guy could be really injured. His leg could be fucked up, and they're trying to push it now. Because I think they probably I'm not gonna say I know this shit, but it kind of making sense so that they got it penciled in for Will Ospreay against Kenny Omega and Allin, and this whole Wednesday was so story driven more than wrestling. It was more like, all right, look what happened after Forbidden Door. Look what we're talking about directly after the title match, which dragged on to this situation to the end of like during the whole show. We saw MJF Kenny Omega more like pretty much it was a 2-hour show at least. At least an hour of the show was MJF Kenny Omega. At least story driven. And but like you just said too, I think help me out, Miss South, if I'm mistaken. The Young Bucks actually found a way to say Cody without saying Cody. They was like, oh, he did this before. He took 2 EVPs out. We all was like, we know Hangman, but we haven't heard them even mention Cody. The only person that mentioned Cody is Miss South. Oh, not Miss South, MJF. It's the only person that ever mentioned Cody. So, they definitely. But this is also a New Japan trick. This is a New Japan trick. Everybody know Kenny was 0-2 against a certain guy named Okada. The third time's the charm, always with Kenny Omega. Always. So, it's gonna be a good match. Of course it is. But I think they're rushing it because I think MJF leg is injured. Like, I hope he don't need surgery or nothing, but he's really selling it.
So, from what I understand, MJF has a severely hyperextended left knee. The fact that MJF is actually going about performing, and I mean, it makes sense for the reason why there was that multi-person cage match. I mean, when you're in a match that involves multiple people in there, you don't have to do all of the work. MJF, of course, got his spots, but a majority of the work came from everybody else in that match.
Right.
And then, of course, he had the match with Mark Briscoe, which was another, like the fact that he's actually working on a bad wheel right now, you know,
which is crazy.
Hats off to the guy, you know. But like you said, Enforcer, I think he's more injured than what he's letting on. And I think this is just a way to get the belt off of him, let him recuperate. He's also, you know, a very highly sought after talent in Hollywood too, as well. He's probably got a movie lined up somewhere. But as far as I'm concerned, like, I know a lot of people wanted Will Ospreay and MJF to continue their story from the previous time they faced each other at Allin in Wembley. But the story that everybody, I think, is sleeping on is Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega, the match that started at Wrestle Kingdom, led to Forbidden Door in 2024, and now everything once again is coming full circle. We're talking about the two men who helped, the two Gaijins that helped carry New Japan, you know, pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. You know, there is so much story to tell right there. And for a group of individuals who like to come out on the internet and say that AEW doesn't tell stories, I suggest that you go crack open a book and go look at the history.
I think they just slow in real life, to be honest with you, because if you don't know the difference between a match book and a storyline, like, bro, like, you really need to just shut the fuck up and just take.
That's what happens when you're delayed.
Delayed. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I might join Enforcer on that night, because definitely I got to see what happens, because like I know some shit is going to go down. You guys can take over for here this part, because I don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh no! I'm sorry, wrong one. So these are the free agents that's supposed to be coming back to WWE, which is Enzo Amore, Big Cass, and I do not know who these two is in the middle. And then Zilla and whatever, but who's in the middle?
We got Mike Santana and Hiromu Takahashi.
Yeah. So I did the research on this situation, all this situation.
Gotcha.
We already know Zilla bloodline. Let's get that out the way right there. Congratulations, Zilla, by the way. You made your goal. Hiromu, I think he's gonna be in NXT with Evil. He got they copyright or trademarked the name. I forgot it. I think Bakusha or something like that. So that's cool. Another thing I heard, I can't believe he's gonna come back for this. Baron Corbin is gonna be the clone for Danhausen. If that's true, bro, you could have stayed in the
Wait, what?
Yeah. That's what's been on Rumorville, that he is the Danhausen clone. Or whatever he's doing on SmackDown. Okay.
Whatever.
Which is gonna lead up to Saturday Night Main Event in Madison Garden.
See, this is the gayest shit that I'm talking about. Like, and I can say it, I am. Okay, but you know, this is
it's man.
Shit.
Oh man, listen. We are Mike Santana. We knew that was coming, especially he lost the belt to Nick Nemeth on his anniversary. Possibly starting in NXT. Again, another person, his goal was to go there. Congratulations to you. But the two up top, I got a problem with. Big Cass, you kind of got yourself released from WWE. You was downward spiral. You kind of got a little physical with Carmella. That was your fault. But Enzo, Enzo, my guy, have some pride, bro. Have some goddamn some pride.
I think a lot of these wrestlers do not have any pride whatsoever.
Bro, listen, Enzo, they fired you before they prove you guilty.
I mean, but he's white though. He got white privilege though.
He got white privilege, but he votes. Now, man, I ain't going
exactly.
I'm not on that side. Sorry, because his fiance is a cool chick, so I'm not on that side. But bro, they let you go. You had nowhere else to go in wrestling. Period. Around that time, and luckily for a guy that watches us heavily, that was the owner of Fourth Rope, gave you a chance.
Shout out to Westside Gun, by the way.
Gave you a chance. Your name's out there in wrestling. You getting booked and other shows. You still got the mic skills, all that stuff. But to go back to the place that lets you go without not a chance to even investigate the situation, I gotta look at you sideways, bro. I gotta look at you sideways. Now they go pay you top dollar. As you see, they restructuring everybody's contract, so you're not getting paid top dollar. I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of negotiation skills. If this is true that you're coming back, what kind of negotiation skills that they put on you to come back? What did they promise you? What they said you go to your house and your family house, they go take care of you, your life. You go have $500,000 a year. What's the incentive for you to come back to a place that disrespect you in the worst way?
A bus and a hand job.
A year supply of baby oil.
Exactly.
I haven't said anything in a while, but I don't agree with nearly any of that. Number one, he was quote unquote bullied when he was there last time, so I can see your point about him not coming back. Mm-hmm. But we're talking about wrestlers. What if wrestlers always wanted to do from the time I started watching wrestling? What was the most important thing? Making money.
Right.
He ain't making money on the indies. I don't care what anybody says. He's making a little bit of money, but he's not making what, for instance, the Young Bucks are making because he ain't selling merch like that. So he's going back to WWE because WWE is the biggest wrestling company, sports entertainment company on the planet, and they're giving him if he's going back, that's because they put money in front of his face, which it didn't matter how much the money was, it was more than what he was making on the indies. They put a contract in front of his face with a dollar amount on it, he signed it. That's it.
And this is the reason why
CM Punk came back. The Ultimate Warrior came back. What was his name back in the 70s and 80s? The dude that always sold out Madison Square Garden. I don't know why my mind right. Bruno Sammartino came back. Bret Hart came back.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
What's the difference between them and Enzo?
There's all
they
kinds
sold
of
out arenas.
There's all kinds of differences between them and Enzo. But you know what the thing is that has them all in common? Money changes everything. You put that contract in front, they put that contract in front of you right now, you signing it. Every one of us.
Let me tell you something. All these motherfuckers on here is a bunch of. Let me use my words wisely because I ain't trying to get got. But with
I wouldn't sign with them.
You.
So how you gonna say that we gonna sign? You gonna say you not gonna sign?
No, because okay.
So when
I'm just being real. I'm just being real. I wouldn't care how much money they put in front of me. I wouldn't sign it.
Exactly.
And this is. We talked to Zilla before, right? We talked to him, and maybe because he's young and he doesn't know no better. I mean, I don't know, but this is going to be a waste of time. And like I said, you can count me. You can quote me on this on 7/5/2026 and 9/30. What?
What's up,
man? Like we were just talking about you, bro. I just like My whole thing is,
Yes, sir.
I just know that Zilla can do whatever the fuck he want to do, right? But I know WWE's track record like everybody else, right? And I'm just like, I don't think this is the right play for you. I think what you should do is that you should build up your resume in Fourth Row or Ashe Wrestling and keep building up your resume before you start lollygagging over to WWE to be with your family, your tribe. And the crazy thing about this is that your tribe, you're not going to even be the face of. You're just going to be a soldier. So it's just like, if Zilla was right in front of me right now, if we was on the podcast, the first thing I would ask him is, what is your whole purpose of going to WWE? Just to put up the fucking ones and say, hey, I'm a drone part of the coalition of the bloodline. I mean, like, what is your what is your whole goal of going? Like, that's my
he look,
I don't know.
With the difference of everybody on here, Zilla already made the answer to that question already. He wanted to do something to complete what his father was doing up there. That's his goal. It's not the bloodline thing, even though he is part of the family. But his father's legacy up there is incomplete to him, and I get that. That's why I'm not really going at him for that. Like, honestly,
I'm not either.
Mid-South said this, but Mid-South said this a long time ago, and I kind of agree with him. A lot of people, their dream was to go to WWE. So when you get there, hey, dream come true. Now after that are you gonna do enough to stay there for them not to fire you, or you just gonna be another guy there that's just another guy there in catering or whatever? Is it a good time for him to go out there now? I guess. Like, your family pretty much owns the damn company, so you might as well.
I would love for Westside Gunn to come on this show when he's free one Sunday.
Yeah, because I gotta confront you, bro.
And give us all the details on Zilla. Tell us how great he is backstage, whatever. Your entire experience with it. We've had him on the show before. We've had Zilla on the show before. So we know that we like the guy. We like him and all. We just, maybe not all of us agree with him going to WWE for whatever reason.
Right here, one more numero.
Now to talk to Westside about your flyweight, I already said what I had to say about it. Like, dude, he still good on the mic. You believed in him, gave him a chance.
I know you like him a lot too.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna say thanks to you, Westside. The odds of WWE is watching your show. You can say they watching your show because they went and got your flyweight and your heavyweight champ. That's what I'm saying. It's rumor.
We said that he was going. So Westside, maybe you can come up here and whenever you get some time, you can DM one of us, and because like we're in the dark like everybody else, right? Because like when we talk about a rumor, we say that it's just a rumor. It's not a fact. This is a rumor, but we have been seeing this consistently that he has been in the WWE Performance Center. This is what we have heard. I don't know if you heard the same thing, but I don't know if this shit is true. However, you work with him. You his boss. So we're not saying like, hey, we want you to come on here and tell us like the whole entire tea about like what the fuck is going on. Like, we're not those type of like podcasters, but at the same time, we do need at least some like type of clarity on like what the fuck is going on with Zilla, because Zilla's cool as shit. Like, he's cool as shit. But then at the same time, like, I really want him to forge his own path. And I told him this when the last time that he was on the Cookout. And I told him, I said, I'd rather you forge your own path versus forging somebody else's path. And then as far as like him having an incomplete like mission, that part I get. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, like, the wrestling industry have changed, right? Now it might be for his benefit because he's Samoan. And then also he has ties with the tribal chief and his father and blah, blah, blah. So it might work in his favor. But then at the same time, there have been other folks that have been tied to this bloodline that left the company, but you know what happened.
But remember, it was his words when he was asked about going to AEW and WWE.
Yeah.
It goes back to what Enforcer mentioned a minute ago. He wants to be in the WWE. That's the long-term goal. Can't fault him for that. More power to him. Go. If that's where you want to be, go. But right now, I ain't just saying this because he's there, but we enjoy him in fourth row.
Oh, hey, Jamarcus. I don't know who you're saying lying fools to, but
that's probably directed at me because I said I wouldn't sign there.
Oh,
but he don't know my pockets.
I'm telling you, don't question someone's tax bracket, brother.
I don't think you really want to have that conversation. But let's go.
I'll straight up tell you right now, if the opportunity would have came to sign with WWE or somewhere else, I'm signing somewhere else. My morality does not come with a price tag.
Especially if me being a black man, why in the fuck would I want to go to a colonizing fucking company like WWE and then say, hey, yeah, I'm here, I'm accomplishing my dream, and then you got the fucking Toucan Sam, Triple H sitting up here talking about, I don't see color, I see talent. I mean, you a racist bitch. So
he don't see color, which means he don't know what to do at a stoplight.
Type of shit.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? So this is Tony Khan stated this. He said, Thank you all who watched AEW for our upcoming AEW Redemption pay-per-view in Montreal on Sunday, July 26th. I have moved the start time to 1 hour earlier than the tremendous recent AEW pay-per-views. So the buy-in is going to be at, I believe, so it's going to be it's going to be 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, and 5 o'clock Central. So it's going to start
early.
Yeah, it's going to start way early. So, I mean, don't they usually start around that time? No. They okay. So instead, the main card is going to be at like what?
7 o'clock Eastern, so 6 o'clock for you.
And 7 o'clock Eastern. Okay, got you. So yep, just to kind of put that out there, everybody. The next one, y'all can explain a little bit more about the Climax 36.
Yeah,
G1.
But before we go there, can we go back to Tony Khan, the announcement he made there? I think
sure.
I think it finally got to him that he's sick of people complaining about about going like, I don't know, over midnight to end the show.
Man, they need to shut the fuck up and suck a dick. That's what they need to do.
I mean,
real. If your ass got to be in the bed by the time the lights come on, then take your sleepy ass the fuck to bed. Plain simple.
I mean, but at the same time, like, especially those that goes to the show, it's not even about the people that's home watching. Like you said, you could just, this is streaming time. You could just replay wherever you left off the next day. I think I heard somebody that was a cookout the next day said he missed half the show. He had to rewatch it the next morning. So you could do that with the people that's there.
Yeah.
That gotta, for us that was at Double Nothing, they missed the late train. And they had to find a way home and stuff like that. So I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's cool that he did that. Just to see how far he could go. Because when Allin happens, Allin's gonna be in the middle of the day for us. It's gonna be like 6 o'clock.
Well, personally, I don't think it's either of those. I think he's just testing it out, just like he did last year, because there was a couple of pay-per-views that happened last year that he ran them early. I mean,
like Allin in Texas.
All in Texas. It was literally, in this month. It was literally in July at the same time. So he moved. It ran earlier in the day. Simple as that.
And then remind you, there were a lot of counter programming which didn't really do any justice for the competition because they got ran over. Probably maybe Evolution was cool, but they're doing it again this year. There's going to be 2 programs against AEW All-In, which
theirs is going to be at nighttime. So by the time All-In was over, they go play this at night because they wouldn't dare play their shows at the same time as All In. So I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh wait, y'all play Little Jimmy if told?
I would not.
I play Little Jimmy. I play Little Jimmy. You play Hornswoggle.
I'm not touching that.
If I'm gonna be, if we gonna be Little Jimmy, you gonna be Hornswoggle. So get your little ass under that damn ring. When
I'm tired of niggas sitting up here and putting their sexual fetishes on me.
Oh,
okay. I ain't playing no goddamn Little Jimmy. I ain't playing Susan. I ain't playing Karen. You do that shit. I'm not doing that.
Pause.
Like for real. You ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But
having
anyway.
fun with you, Jamarcus. You cool. You cool.
Let's go on to the climax.
Yes.
G1 climax. Go ahead.
G1 Climax, New Japan's annual round robin tournament. It's actually starting here in the States in Chicago, July 11th. And everybody, if you don't know, it's a 20-day tournament.
From July 19th to August 17th.
Which means the winner of this tournament gets a contract to get a title shot for Wrestle Kingdom. But the beauty about that is it's not guaranteed that the winner of the G1 is going to make it to Wrestle Kingdom because he got to defend that contract. But it's still an honorable thing to win the G1. A lot of people, a lot of legends won the G1. Okada, I think 4 or 5 times. Kenny Omega was the first Gaijin to win G1. We had Kota Ibushi winning back-to-back, which is very hard to do. There's only a handful of people that done that. So this year is going to be very interesting. They got some new people, which is good. Some new faces, which they had no choice, but they had to put some new faces in there. G1 this year is going to be very interesting, for sure. But again, it starts July 11th in Chicago. I don't know exactly what time though. So gotta go to NJPW World to find out.
You take a look at some of the names that are involved into this tournament. I mean, you got Konosuke Takeshita, Hiroki Goto, Bolton Oleg, Yota Tsuji, Shingo Takagi, Jake Lee, Sonata, Great Okan, Yuto Ice. You got that's Block A. Block B, you got Shota Umino, Yuya Uemura, Drilla Maloney, Zack Sabre Jr., Callum Newman, Ren Narita, Gabe Kidd, Hanare Aaron Wolf, and there's 2 more qualifiers to happen between Ryohei Oiwa and El Phantasmo and Yujiro Takahashi and Oscar Lowe. So from the other knockout brother. So
wait, his name is who?
Let's get your mind out of there.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
But I mean, just the star power of people. Like, if you haven't heard of any of these performers, number one, get your ass to YouTube and start looking up some of their matches. You know, this G1 again is stacked with a lot of talent and a lot of guys who can go. If you have never watched a New Japan match, I suggest you start now. And see what strong style is all about.
That last comment, you're right. The last 2 G1 winners actually negate the title match for Wrestle Kingdom. They won their title match at Kings of Pro Wrestling, but it still say the title match is for Wrestle Kingdom. So if you want your title match early, you have that right to do that. So the last 2 people, which was
Zack Sabre Jr. and Konosuke
Takeshita, they did that. But it still say that. I mean, I'm just going by what they're still saying. They still saying it's for Wrestle Kingdom. So I guess it's an option on that.
Yeah. So this is the very reason why I want Yota Tsuji to win the thing. I really want to win the G1 more than anything.
You know how long it's been? You know how long it's been since a champion won the G1?
Oh, it'd be so great.
That's a
It'd be
challenge.
so great.
That's a challenge.
First of all, it's a curveball. Second of all, he's been talking a lot of crap about about other companies outside of New Japan, and it would be the perfect ending to this year's G1. Oh,
You are
especially
toxic, Michelle.
especially if he could face. No, I think they're in the same block. No, they're not in the same block. He's not in the same block as Takeshi, is he?
Yes, he is. Actually, that's the
They
first
both
match.
in A?
That's the first match.
That is the first. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Man.
That's the first match.
Okay, well, he definitely needs to beat Takeshita in the first match, but he needs to win it. He needs to win the whole thing. It would have been great if he'd have beat an AEW wrestler in the finals.
I think that's the that'd be the clean sweep for him because he already won the New Japan Cup. For him, he was a final in the G1 one year. I think was it against Takeshi? Was he in finals to Takeshi last year?
I think he did lose. Did he lose Takeshi last year?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, he is one of the favorites. Of course, the champion always.
It's time for him to win it. It's time for him to win it. He needs to win it as the champion.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go into some other news. So apparently, this is a rumor, everybody. Like I told Westside, and this is a rumor. So apparently, that there are major WWE stars reportedly battling backstage for their positions in the company. This is coming from WRKD Wrestling. I don't know who that is. That is not a reliable source because I do not know who the fuck these people are. But apparently that there are limited spots, I guess, or whatever. I don't believe that bullshit. Fellas, what do you guys think? I mean, this is an interesting topic. Whatever. Go ahead. Yeah.
Reading this as it's written, this is the same thing that happens at every freaking company on the planet. So this is not a story to me. This is just somebody positioning their words to draw attention to their post, because that is literally what happens there. Let's read it. Several of the company's biggest main event stars are actively clashing behind the scenes as they fight to protect their high profile positions on TV. Every company, it doesn't matter what the role is, what the job is. If you're at the top, you want to stay at the top. If you're managing several people if you're on a team of 5 people and you got one person that manages, and let's say, for instance, that person is about to retire, all 5 of those people are going to be battling to replace that manager to make more money. Mm-hmm. This is just a positioning of words to me. So it could legitimately be true, but to me, it ain't a story. Now, if this could be rewritten as a fact and say that they are punching each other in the face to see whoever wins the face punches takes over the main spot or whatever, then it'll be news to me. But as it's written, non-starter, non-news.
I mean, let's keep but we already know that this happens in wrestling. We saw it with Austin and Rock and Triple H, who was going to be that. We heard from Matt Costa himself when the Shelton Benjamin. I don't want nobody coming and taking my spot. I mean, this is wrestling. Like, dude, if you in a place where you are shown on TV or you are main event or you are the face, you're not going to just let somebody come in and take your spot. So yeah, it's always going to be like that. It's like that in all likes of sports. If you are the number 1 QB of your team, you're not going to let some young punk who just got drafted come and take your spot. If you are the number 1 pitcher in baseball, and you're the number 1 in the rotation, you're not gonna let number 5 come in and take your spot. So what are we talking about? This is not, like you just said, this is not news. Of course, if somebody gonna want your spot. Somebody want Rhea Ripley's spot. Somebody want Liv Morgan's spot. Somebody want that Charlotte Flair spot. Somebody want the Tribal Chief spot. Yes, I want that spot because I need money. I need that money. So it's like
money, TV time, all of that.
Yeah.
I'll give you the best example of what Enforcer and Mid-South are talking about. Me being from Minnesota and me being a Vikings fan, you already know that the biggest controversy is who's going to play quarterback. J.J. McCarthy or Kyler Murray. I think everybody pretty much knows who's going to win that position battle. But at the end of the day, them two are still going to fight because they feel like they deserve that number one spot. So, again, it ain't news. It's just something to talk about, like what most of the people on ESPN like to do. You know, preferably the ones who have a bad hairline. But again, you heard what I said, Enforcer.
I mean, we know what he's talking about.
The man has to salute all the way up here, okay?
We know what he's talking about.
That man don't have dreams. He has movies.
That man said his headline scared of his face. He's running away.
But again, like,
y'all terrible.
It's clickbait. That's all it is.
Y'all terrible.
It's a YouTube.
Terrible.
Oh.
And that's the appropriate music for that clown too.
All right, let's go to the next one. Now,
so we talk about him on this show.
All right, so this is I don't know why they playing like hide go seek with Carmelo Hayes when they're dealing with Trick, but apparently the spoiler on Trick's SummerSlam opponent is it's Carmelo Hayes. Apparently, I don't give a fuck. I just don't care.
So Chris, remember we was there for the main event.
Yes.
Carmelo against Trick.
Yes.
Was it something to write home about?
No.
But I get the story. Yes. If it wasn't for Carmelo, we would have seen Trick, or we didn't get to have a Trick anything. Right? I get that. All right, cool, whatever. Mm-hmm. But the fact that y'all might as well just say it's SummerSlam. Just say it.
I'm not here for this. No, not at all.
Well, it's gonna be. Well, if it's not SummerSlam, it's gonna definitely be SmackDown, because I think it's gonna be on SmackDown this week. They got a match this week.
So this is what we do with the niggas, right? You know, when we when we use them up, you know what I'm saying? We put them on the back burner, right? So apparently Triple H he sees a lot of color and he don't see the talent, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Because, you know, with Triple H, it's very, very vague, but racist at the same time. Like, you know, he won't, like, literally just come out and say, like, well, I don't want your black ass on my SummerSlam. He's not going to say all that shit. But there's a lot of missed opportunities with this, because the first time that they went at it at, like you said, like 3 years ago at Stand and Deliver, the match wasn't even good. The promo was great. But the match, and it was very short too. It was like probably like no more than 8 minutes, like straight up. So yeah, I don't know if you guys feel any different, but
I'm like I said, I'm looking at Charm City's comment. At least they're gonna have a match at a big event. I mean, cool. Black excellence, cool.
Great, great.
But they're not. It's like this. A lot of WWE fans don't watch NXT. We know this.
That's diabolical.
Yeah, I saw that too. They don't watch NXT. So, and again, and I said earlier about storylines. They don't watch NXT, their own freaking product that's under their umbrella. Mm-hmm. Do you think they're going to be interested in this match?
I don't understand how people sit up here and get moist and come to, I meant what I said, and, you know, and climaxing and all this other BS over WWE, but yet they don't watch NXT. I'm so lost with that. Like, you don't watch the same thing that you you get moist about, get wet about. Like, am I missing something?
You're not missing anything. It's just when we were fans, like WWE was the only thing available before AEW came into town. But when the main roster was not fulfilling our needs, we discovered NXT. And remember, NXT was not even being promoted at the time. We had to find it like just casually scrolling Hulu, because that's how I found NXT. I was like, NXT, what is this? And then I thought this was the game show. No, they turned NXT, or what I should have said, what used to be known as Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW, into NXT. They moved it out of that building that they were in and moved it to the campus of Full Sail. So
I don't know. I don't know. Explain yourself. I don't know.
No, you need to explain yourself, because apparently you came.
I mean, it happens.
Let's move on.
Write that off the camera. Shit. Hey. Carry on. Damn. Excuse me. All right. Hey. Oh, God.
Why did he wipe the camera? Why did he wipe the camera?
Had to get that excess off of the lens.
Evidence off a camera. Hey, now. Stop, bro.
I promise you, I'm not doing that. Okay, moving on. I don't. Okay. Okay. No, we talked about this loser before. Okay, let's move on.
Wait.
No. We are not visiting him. We're not doing that. No. You're gonna have to continue cleaning out your camera, because, like, no, we ain't doing that.
I must have been seeing that, because I gotta wait this show some more, because I know. Okay, carry on.
Okay, thank you. So,
So wait, we can talk about this, but we can't talk. Okay.
Shut your mouth. This is your WWE champion. This is your WWE champion. That's an Uber driver. You're going to show him some respect, and especially the premiums that goes up after 7 o'clock in the morning. So, Lord Jesus, forgive me for what I'm about to say. So this Uber driver, why in the fuck was he WWE champion? Who came up with this shit? If this man loses tomorrow night, I'm gonna laugh my fucking ass off, and I'm going to talk about Sami Zayn like I'm talking about a bitch that was hoeing on 27th Street in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53215. I promise you, I'm not going to. No, because first of all, they said that this man is not fit to be WWE champion, but then you put him in a position, you give him a fucking belt, he wins over your so-called face of WWE, and like I said, he does these vignettes like he's fucking a virgin, like he never had any pussy in his goddamn life. Like, this shit is wild. This is wild. And I'm not going to make any comparisons between him and Mankind, unlikely WWE champions of all time. But this motherfucker right here, this bum, I don't understand. Why did he get the goddamn belt, and why he's going around like he never won a belt in his life? It's pathetic. He needs to get a goddamn barber. That's what he needs to do. So
I want everybody to remember this. How long was he NXT champion?
That's before my time.
See, even light skin went black and white on that. See what I'm saying? He don't have long title reigns, especially the main title.
Come on, Enforcer. Come on.
No. Hold on. Congratulations, Sammy. But this was not.
No, fuck all that.
This is not the time. I'm like, thank you, Crazy. Kevin Owens, if he didn't get injured, that could have been Kevin Owens. I would have been more happy with that. If you lose this title tomorrow, you gonna be in the same category as Kane.
I can't say that, and neither can you, because his reign was 24 hours. His will be a week.
It was like 24 hours. It was like 24
hours. It was 24 hours.
It was like 18 hours.
Nigga, don't do that. Don't be petty.
He had some sleep.
I think he said he was going to be in the same field as Kane, or in the same category as Kane, because Kane's first reign as WWE champion, he did not have a successful title defense. This will be Sammy's first title defense since winning that belt. And if he loses tomorrow, I'm just here for the crash outs, like I said I was.
And that's another thing. Like y'all, like people are, you got people that are upset about this, but then you got from the corner, we got people that's happy for this. Again, where was this happiness for this dude the whole time? Like how long we gonna stay with Sami Zayn as the underdog? The what do they call it? The underdog from the underground.
Bums can be underdogs as well.
He said the best character on the show plays great, consistent heels. You put over that guy, that gay fest with Ospreay and Kenny. You can't criticize Sammy. Oh,
wait.
What?
Wait a minute.
What are you on right now? Where can I get
you? You've been drinking too much Coronas, did Jamarcus?
Corona's hell. That is.
Let me read this again so I can make sure I got this right. So
the best character on the show.
Plays a great consenting heel. Who the fuck are you talking about?
He dove into a snowbank like he was on Mountain Dew.
Sammy's not a heel. He's a
tweener.
He's a delusional face. That's what he is. And then you say you put over that gay fest with Ospreay and Kenny. First of all, why the fuck? You started to become bougie. You started to become him. Why the fuck you so goddamn work? Pride was last month. Why the fuck you so you know what? That was gay for you to say. Like, straight up. That was just, and I can say it because I'm gay as fuck. Like, dead ass. You disappointed me, man. You disappointed Megatron. Dude, get the fuck off my damn line.
Listen, man. You think he's a condescending heel? Okay, but
he's not a heel. That's the thing.
But the thing, I think why a lot more people are mad about Sammy getting it, because they wanted Gunther to have it.
Okay, that's fair.
It should have been Gunther, not Sammy.
That's fair.
So, that's all I'm gonna say about it. I don't think we can.
Yeah, let me move on, because this punk ass motherfucker getting on my nerves. All right, so, so I'm going to still say this, and I'm still say this hands down. I think how they booked Obafemi to look like a dumbass nigga, like straight up. This exactly what they did. They said so. Apparently, as seen on last week's Raw, King of the Ring winner Obafemi, he said that he wanted to finish his story with Brock Lesnar first, and that his scheduled world title can wait. So I said this last night, baby, you ain't promised for tomorrow, okay? And that title shot might not be there, like when you come around to get it, right? And they made him look like a complete idiot, because the King of the Ring was not saying, hey, I'm gonna choose between this big white horse or a title shot. That wasn't the narrative. If that was the case, then you should have did double duty. Baby, you got muscles. You got stamina. You got all of that. So why you can't do both? You're being lazy, motherfucker. Go to sleep. You're being lazy. You're being lazy. Okay? You're being lazy.
Bro,
that's it.
I'm going to tell you right now, when this happened, I think WWE said, we got you. Y'all thought y'all knew it all. You thought Brock was going to come and cost him the King of the Ring. He fooled you. But then they have a backup to that. And we got this bull crap. The first thing you see on Monday was Old Finley came out doing his walk with the crown. You know, came in with. I'm glad Joseph's not here, because Joseph probably would start talking about his sneakers, his creasy sneakers thing.
But
serial creaser.
creaser, but then Brock comes out, and at least Brock know that he's on Netflix because he said talk shit, get hit, and he kicked him in the balls like he did Ricochet, F5 and walked away. I'm like, okay, this man said, all right, no, I want to match with Brock Lesnar. Brock said, I got you one better. We're doing this Hell in a Cell. Cool. Guess what? We're talking about a Hell in a Cell match. Well, I was with you on this one when he said that, like, oh, I guess Oba gonna do double duty. No, he's not. Because ever since what was it Mania? Yeah, I think Mania, y'all already had it written down that he's going against Roman at Mania.
Yep.
So
apparently someone in the back did not read their handwriting or didn't read their timelines, I guess. So
Yeah, so why the hell you should I hate to say this, but you should have just had Jay beat him.
Yep.
They should have. But I mean, let's be honest, WWE is all about creating headlines and creating clickbait and creating those social media type hits that get them trending and get people talking. They do understand how social media works. I'll give them that. But when it comes to creating a compelling television show to get everybody interested, I'm sorry. There's a reason why I keep that all the way over there. Yeah, we've set up here and we've said it best. WWE is not pro wrestling. They've said it out of their own mouths. Why people constantly say, love all wrestling, even if it's WWE, when they themselves don't even call themselves pro wrestling. So I don't know why people sit up here and defend them and call them wrestling when they don't even like calling themselves wrestling. They call their people superstars, not wrestlers. They call it sports entertainment, not wrestling. So why in the hell are we even including them in the conversation about pro wrestling when they themselves don't even want to be involved in it?
That's a good question. Very, very valid question. Ms. Hall, did you have anything? Or are you good?
I'm good. I don't watch.
Okay. All right. So
I should like that phone.
I tried. So Triple H said that he says that fans take WWE too seriously at times. He said that, excuse me, we just have fun, man. We just have fun. Sometimes people take things too seriously. Sometimes people get caught up in it, and it's just we're here to entertain, man.
You gotta do a read in that voice every week now.
Fuck no.
Some kind of read.
No, I can't do that. I sound like Booker T. I'm sorry, my bad. No, now I sound like Triple H.
I think
Go ahead.
I think if he had a do-over, he would not word it that way, because that is without a doubt the dumbest thing he said this year. You cannot say people take us too seriously, because there are a lot of wrestling fans, and I said wrestling fans, that live and breathe your company. The most important thing they do is watch for them, the most important thing they do for the week is watch your show. And I'll just take myself, for instance. I don't watch WWE, but I watch AEW. I travel the freaking globe to see AEW. The most important thing I do outside of family is watch pro wrestling. So I would be pissed off if Tony Khan said those words, because I take pride in watching your show and other wrestling shows. So don't tell me that I take your show too serious, because your show is the basis of what I do outside of family and work. Really wish he wouldn't have said that.
You know what though? Oh God, I gotta be that guy. Sometimes people do take it too serious. I'm gonna bring up something because my partner over here had an interesting show last night. with a WWE fan that takes it too seriously. It's real to him.
Oh.
The tribal issue was you had that.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know who you were talking to. I thought you were talking about me and South because he had a show.
No. There are people that take it too seriously, like they are under the payroll. You know, I mean, wrestling. I was gonna say this from my final thought, but I'll probably add a little more to it anyway. But wrestling used to be the escape from all this nonsense that's going on in the real world. To the point that a lot of fans embrace this like it's their life. This is like you just said, you travel the globe around the globe for AEW. There's some people that used to travel show to show. I remember Matt Hardy had a videotape with him and his brothers and others traveling from North Carolina to Virginia to all this to follow WWE. It's just the difference is we know our place, and some people don't. Some people think that these wrestlers or wrestling companies owe them something, and some people we like. Listen, we know that I'm a wrestling fan. I know what I'm a fan of. I know I'm a fan of wrestling. Page. Huh?
No, I was talking to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You got
it's on my page.
It was like 5 parts.
Yes.
Can I interject real quick?
Sure.
So there are always, I get what you're saying, Enforcer, but there are always extremists. Here's an example. There was a Dodgers game last year where some San Diego Padres fans got beat up after the game because they were in there. As a matter of fact, it literally just happened with the Knicks and the Spurs. A Spurs fan got beat up in the streets of New York because some fans that got carried away with that. So there is always extremists are going to take everything they do to the extreme, way too far, because they love it so much, they believe in it so much. But as somebody who takes pride in watching many professional wrestling companies, especially the one I love the most, I don't want the owner of my company saying I take your company too serious, because he ain't talking about extremists. He's talking about everybody. He don't want anybody. That's his. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what it sounds like to me. He don't want anybody taking his show too serious. The extremists or the casuals, don't take it too serious. It's just a show. So, it ain't to me.
So it's
just like me watching the Saints. The Saints, I want the Saints to win every single game. I think they're going 17-0 every year.
Wow.
You know,
I'll bring you down.
I'm realistic too, so I know it ain't gonna happen.
Well, listen, I think by him saying that, his mind is still stuck in '99, where it was the Attitude Era was. If we watch it now, like what the fuck was they thinking? But back then, they was just having fun because they knew, hey, whatever we do here, we gonna have the audience attention, blah blah. That's why I'm thinking like that's what he's going with. But at the same time, you just said he's in management now. You can't say that kind of thing in management, where you're charging people a G to come to your shows, and to buy merchandise and to buy arena food, which is a high price, and say, hey, y'all taking it too seriously. Motherfucker, my money is serious. You know, so I get what you're going with. But I'm just saying, as how the internet, IWC is, some of them do take it way too serious to the point that you can't take criticism. As even in our comments, if we say something wrong or something that they disagree with, as we just saw again, not to make fun of you, bro, but that comment you kind of said was kind of like, oh, you liked the same thing, but you didn't like that we didn't like it, so you had to say, oh, y'all was just talking about, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that. So people take things to the extreme sometimes. Like I just said, extremists. They take it to the extreme sometimes to the point that, all right, now you calm down a little bit, bring it down a little bit. It's not like you under the payrolls. Calm down. So I don't know how to take what he said. Like, if I'm iffy on it.
Go take it like this. Go and read it. Put it back up on the screen for him so he can read it. Read it and read it one time. And what's the first thing that comes to mind? because that's my approach. That's always my approach. I analyze it, sure. First thing that comes to mind, I analyze what came to my mind, and when that comes to, and that, I mean, that's just how I roll. I will analyze, and sometimes I will over analyze, but I don't analyze the statement as much as I analyze what first came to my mind when I read the statement.
Okay. So everybody, we're gonna take a quick second cut for a second so we can get these lights up.
What's going on, everybody? We're going to take a quick break to hit that like button to cheer up this poor wrestling fan. In 3, 2, 1.
All right, bro, you got to update that picture.
Yes. Don't do that. I know I don't have any hair anymore. Thank you.
Listen here, man. Come on now.
Thank you. Anyway, everybody, repost, reshare, everybody. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to keep it going. Leskin, did you want to get into your segment?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to go first because mine is going to be short. So, and then you can go after me. Get this out the way real quick. All right, y'all. So, give me a second. I just need to look at something real quick. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves. I'm just gonna check something real quick, making sure that this actually works. I'm trying to.
Yeah, and I'm just reading the comments. Jamarcus said, plus we were allowed to have fun in the 90s, of course. Yes, he was.
Of course.
Chauncey said, enforcing lines, some people within IWC take wrestling too serious to the point that I've seen motherfuckers say some crazy outlandish shit online. Yeah. And
Let me address this comment from Charm City. Like, also light skin, you got to realize the reason why people talk about WWE when it comes to pro wrestling is because they know how to market. Again, they are telling you they are sports entertainment. Their market is sports entertainment. I don't see where the comprehension is lost on a lot of you people. I swear.
Yeah, can I address the second part of that paragraph?
Go ahead.
Oh,
okay. It says because they know how to market while AEW is still struggling in that department. Do you know how dumb that sounds? Literally, just forget about WWE. Think about all the other wrestling companies on the planet, all of them. Guess who's number one if you take WWE out of the equation? It's AEW. So how are they struggling with their marketing when they are literally the number 2 marketed wrestling promotion on the entire freaking globe, the entire planet? I'm not just talking USA. I'm not just talking Texas. I'm not just talking North America. I'm not just talking the west side of the globe. I'm talking about the entire planet, which encompasses 8.5 billion people. They're number 1 when you don't consider WWE. And in a lot of those countries, even considering WWE, they're number 1.
Exactly.
It's not that hard, people. You just compare them to the primary company, WWE. That's it. They struggle with their marketing compared to WWE. Say it that way. But when I read that, I take your words as literal, and your words are literally wrong.
Okay.
Well, damn. Well, if you have a retort in the comment section, go ahead and put it in.
Go ahead,
yeah.
You know, Charles gonna have one. So.
I know. You'll probably have one. All right, y'all. So this is my segment, everybody, and enjoy. And let me play my music.
Comment first.
Yes, I'm trying to. It's just not doing it. But anyway, here's the Megatron Lair segment.
Chris online, the signal is screaming. Time is Megatron, the metal is gleaming. Wild card energy, the legend is true. Coming for the title so sharp. Leave the weak ones broke.
Hey,
Hi everybody, what's good? So, yeah, I definitely have bootlicker of the week. And before I show this, just want to make sure that people please do not get like in your feelings because it's not this is not what I'm trying to do. Well, yeah, actually, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Okay, but yeah, check this out.
Listen, the great thing about WWE that's so inspiring is all of these guys have failed. Every one of them has lost fights, and the trick is, how do you persuade yourself to stand back up and fight again?
So, this individual, as a matter of fact, let me just play my music, my background music before I actually start. Okay, so I can just kind of get in the mood real quick. Thank you. So, Mr. Kennedy. I don't know what his. I just know that this man is incompetent when it comes to. He does not know the difference between roach spray and an ibuprofen, right? I think he was right about one thing. Maybe he wasn't here. Maybe he was smoking all them cigarettes. I'm not exactly sure. But when he said that all WWE like wrestlers are failures, I was confused. I was really confused. And then Triple H was sitting up there and agreeing with him, like, yeah, they're all losers. These are losers. The thing about this is that if you are a non-WWE fan, or if you're not a fan of professional wrestling, you really should not have any type of take. Stop watching clips. Stop watching these I don't know, these random things that you see on the internet and just actually watch professional wrestling, right? The way he was talking, it's like he was talking like the WWE wrestlers are actually UFC fighters, right? They're sports entertainers. They're not fighters in real life. You know, wrestling is predetermined. I will never say it's fake, but I would say it's predetermined. But this stupid motherfucker over here, you know, sound like a half of a horse and shit in his fucking throat. Like he swallowed a couple of dildos in his life. I mean, I don't know what the fuck it was, but I do not know where he decided to come up with that goddamn take, because that take did not make no motherfucking sense whatsoever. And then, of course, Triple H had been taking a lot of L's lately, you know, so I don't even know what possessed him to even do that interview, or even he should have stopped him. But of course, Triple H is nothing more than a tool, just like Michael Cole. So this is the reason why Mr. RJK or RF Kennedy or whatever gets bootlicker of the week. Okay? So let me just stop the music real quick, because you know I gotta play my little theme. Hold on. Drum roll, please. Thank you. So, bootlicker of the week, the human, or I don't know what the fuck to call him. I really don't. But Mr. Kennedy, the Patty of the Simpsons, Marge's twin sisters. Yes, that motherfucker, the one that engulfs all the fucking hell, smoke, and all this shit. That's probably why this bitch ass motherfucker got lung cancer now. Yes, bootlicker of the week, everybody. Let's go ahead and give him his theme music, everybody. Yes.
I'm a clown. I'm a clown. I'm a clown.
Thank you. And that concludes Megatron's Lair segment of this week. You have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you.
Yay.
All right, light skin, you are up. Hold on, let me just go ahead and set you up real quick. Let's see. Let's set you up. Now I just got to get all this shit off my goddamn screen. All right. Luskin, do you need any pictures?
No,
actually, you know what? You good? Okay.
We're good.
Okay, so let me move stuff out the way. Wait. Give me a second. There we go. All right. I'm gonna do a little neat. I'm doing neat for you though. You know what I'm saying? So people can see what you are talking about. So just do this. Hopefully it'll work for me. Add on stage. There you go. All right, everybody. This is from the book of Nardo, starring. I wanted to do that. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. Where is it? There we go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast proudly brings to you another classical episode of From the Book of Nardo. Oh, it gets better and better every time I hear it. From the Book of Nardo, I understand a lot of you that seem to be circulating all of this hate around Will Ospreay after having a superb match with Swerve Strickland at Forbidden Door. And for all of the AEW haters who make posts and comment of the same parroted talking points from people like Bully Ray, Eric Bischoff, Jim Cornette, are all showing us the what type of fan you really are. If you hate Will Ospreay because he does gymnastics or label his wrestling style as flippy shit, yet you show admiration towards other high-flying wrestlers such as, I don't know, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn,
you stop?
AJ Styles, or the names of the many luchadors and luchadores that aren't named El Grande Americano, you can't call yourself a wrestling fan. You're a brand fan. That's right. You only wear Jordans and shit on Nike, completely forgetting that they are housed out of the same building. You know, like how WWE fans treat NXT. Also, FYI, that gymnastic style you keep shitting on Will Ospreay for, it's called Lucha Libre, and its roots are traced all the way back to 1863 and evolved into the theatrical phenomenon that we all know it from the 1930s. You know, around the same time that CMLL got started. It was founded in 1933, 20 years prior to the Capital Wrestling Corporation, which we now know as WWE. So I hate to break it to you, E-Drones, but WWE doesn't own Lucha Libre. They didn't even know what the fuck Lucha Libre was until they started plucking talent from Mexico. So spare me the accusations of tribalism when I present evidence that dismantles your whole argument against Will Ospreay and bring to light your own hypocrisy. Besides, WWE has said it multiple times. We're not a wrestling company. We're a sports entertainment company. Just call yourselves sports entertainment fans and leave pro wrestling to us sickos.
Okay.
And finally, one more for the Book of Nardo. In honor of Pride Month last month, let's stop saying pause every time someone says something that can be construed as homoerotic.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of tiptoeing around individuals that are so deep in the closet that their homophobia that they have makes them uncomfortable to stand in the meat section of a grocery store. I just want to do simple things I used to do when it wasn't a euphemism for gay coitus. I can't eat a banana without somebody yelling, pause! I can't enjoy a hot dog at a football game without somebody screaming, hey, yo, no homo! And for the life of me, I can't tell someone who comes to the cookout to put their buns on my rack without somebody thinking that I'm requesting for them to put their cheeks on my man tits. Okay, that one's a little subjective, but you see my point. You see my point here. I'm sorry that you can't go 5 minutes without thinking about somebody's dick that it would make Elton John blush. Besides, I'm a wrestling fan. I watch sweaty dudes in their underwear play fight 5 to 6 nights a week. I think I'm comfortable within my own sexuality. So instead of saying pause after every silly thing that makes you think about man meat, and since everything has to be a hashtag, no more pause. Just hashtag press play. And for the record, if Enforcer turns this into a clip and someone leaves a snarky comment or reply, go search them on the web and find their secret Grindr account so we can put them on blast on social media and be like, hey, man, is this you? And that was from the Book of Nardo. Thank you to the Heels for Life Wrestling podcast. We will catch you next time from the Book of Nardo.
All right.
The views and opinions expressed by Light Skin Gaijin do not necessarily reflect the views of everyone affiliated with the show.
Thank you so much, Light Skin. Oh my God, that was
wow.
That was excellent.
That was
fine.
crazy.
It was fine. He knows.
When he got into that track, I
tell you, tears, y'all, tears. All right, so we're kind of running ahead of schedule, so I don't have anything else, so I think we can just go to the main events. Give me 1 second, y'all. Just turn this. Oops, excuse me. Okay. All right, y'all. So this is the main topic of the evening. And once again, everybody needs y'all to repost, reshare, and like and comment. Give us a like. Tell us how we're doing. All the good shit. Hashtag Kills for Life is live every Sunday, 8:15 Central, 9:15 Eastern. And remember, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe right now. We are running an incentive where once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway show, which is the main prize is an ECW World Heavyweight Championship belt. Also, we do have door prizes as well, such as collectible items, like toy figures, action figures like CM Punk from AEW. Goldberg, Kenny Omega, all that good shit, and also you can win the $25 gift card as well. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about our main topic. Give me a second. Just had it, and now I lost it. Okay, give me a second. Let me just upload it. Now I can't find the bitch. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm on the wrong one. Give me 1 second, y'all. Where is it? There we go. All right. Here's the topic of the evening. So, nostalgia Day of Wrestling versus the Mara Day Wrestling. So this is believe it or not, this is really becoming a very toxic it's becoming a toxic topic online today in today's society. For some reason, fans do not want to let go of the nostalgia. I'm about to put it in and try to put it down here, whatever. So the reason why we're discussing this, it seems like fans enjoy the nostalgia talk versus today's talk, in professional wrestling. And I think it's really diabolical that we got a plethora of wrestling, but for some reason, fans are just not liking like what they are seeing on TV, and what they decide to do is to go back 30 years, 35 years, even times I wasn't even alive, and to talk about professional wrestling. Well, back in my day, I used to watch, people like, Bruno Sammartino and Kickback Man. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Coming up with like wrestlers I don't know. But I'm like, can we come back to 2026? Can you like bring your DeLorean from the future, from the past, and come back to 2026? And then have the audacity to get upset with you because like you don't want to have that talk. Like I'm all about the nostalgia, but it's so many times that I'm going to sit here and talk about the Attitude Era and talk about the Ruthless Aggression Era. That shit is over and done with. I don't want to talk about it no more, right? And it's just getting to the point. It's getting on my fucking nerves. So, comment section, tell us what you think about the topic that we're getting ready to indulge in. Fellas, let it rip.
Which one y'all go first?
Personally, I don't. I'm kind of confused on this whole thing. So I will start it off saying, well, the topic is nostalgia versus what's going on, liking what's going on today. I don't know how to take this question because the first thing that came to mind was something that I think maybe it was last week or the week before when we talked about how age influences what you like and dislike for certain things. Like a lot of people, let's say Attitude Era. Let's just take that for instance. The Attitude Era, I was a teenager. I was 17, 18. If we consider let's say we consider Attitude Era in 1999 through 2005 or something like that. I was 19 years old in 1999. So so I don't know how to answer that question based off of that because wrestling was enjoyable back then, but wrestling is enjoyable to me right now. And just comparing the two, I'd say the wrestling is better today than it was back then. The storylines were probably better back then because there was a lot of stuff going on. But if I'm just being real with myself, there was a lot of people not watching certain parts of the show just like they do today. So I don't know. Nostalgia, I do. I'm very nostalgic sometimes myself. When you mentioned Bruno Sammartino, I've already brought him up one time on the show today. So I mean, I think all the time about watching wrestling when I was a kid, watching wrestling in the 80s and 90s, early 90s. I was as an 8-year-old, 10-year-old. It may, if I'm being honest with myself, it may have been more enjoyable back then because it looked real to me. It was real to me. I didn't know it was predetermined or anything back then. So this one, I cannot comment fully on because I don't understand the totality of the question. Nostalgia versus modern day wrestling.
I'll break it down for you then a little bit better. So when we're on a cookout, people always go back 35 years and say that they need to bring back the Attitude Era in 2026, right? And for some reason they're stuck in the past and they do not want to see to the future. Now, I think you say in the comment section that this is about age. I think honestly, it's not only about age, but it has a lot to do with loyalty and not willing to grow. I think that's the big issue. I think people are just stuck right here in 1998 and do not want to progress, right? And then have the audacity to say that the Attitude Era is better than anything that AEW is doing today. Does that make sense?
It does. And I would challenge that person on this
Me
simple
too.
thing. I would say, go back. I want you to go back and pick a single year of the Attitude Era. Focus on just that year and tell me every single thing you liked about that one year. And I guarantee you it'll be like 3, 4, maybe 5 things total. But we're talking about 365 days or 52 weeks if you want to break it down to one show per week. I can tell you 5 things I liked on AEW last week.
Oh, me too.
But I'm just speaking about myself. So what do
I agree with you, but it's just like there's a lot of talk about nostalgia. There's like, bro,
they don't remember it. They don't actually remember the Attitude Era. They don't actually remember the Attitude Era. They remember the good things about the Attitude Era.
Right, but even the people that wasn't in the Attitude Era is sitting here and acting like they were in the Attitude Era, right? And like this whole thing about it's like spaces on TikTok where they always making these like who would you take, or like who would you take away or whatever, like if it's like, you know, Kurt Angle or Rai Piper, you know, it's like it's so much nostalgia. And like the nostalgia will only get you so far. They trying to do the nostalgia in 2026, and as you can see, it's not working up in their favor. AJ Lee, she came back for a nostalgia act. It didn't work. Paige, she came back for a nostalgia act. We don't even we want her ass to be off fucking TV. Well, I can't say I want her off TV because I don't even watch the fucking shit, right? It's just too much. WWE is focusing, and I'm using WWE in particular because they use this as a weapon. We're using nostalgia as a nuclear weapon. Like they're supposed to devastate or try to boost up the ratings or whatever the fuck they're trying to do. And for me, you can only go so far with the nostalgia act. If you use the nostalgia act, use it effectively. Case in point, at Forbidden Door, they brought in a fucking Nintendo and used it as a weapon. And I was here for it. Okay, effectively. That's a entertainment system that somebody brought from 1989 and brought it to 2026 and use it as a weapon and use it as a throwback. You do not bring in bitches that literally are like expired milk and shit and say, hey, look at Paige, are you happy? Let's look at the ratings now, you know, type of shit. And it's like, that's why I said I will only go so far with nostalgia. So if I want to look at nostalgia, I'll go on YouTube. I'm letting
my last thing about it is nostalgia has its place, because you know anytime Sting pops up, I'm all for it. Nostalgia has its place, but it cannot dictate how you think about a show in its entirety. So for instance, using my Sting analogy right there, Sting can come back as a nostalgia act, but Sting can't be on every show, every segment of every show. And I say Sting because it could literally be, you know, anybody from 1992, anybody that was on an episode of WCW Monday Nitro in 1995. Take every single one of them and load all those up and put them on Dynamite in every single segment. That's way too far, obviously. But nostalgia does have its place.
I'm glad you said that, because I'm just about to go there with that. Nostalgia in wrestling it's nothing new. I mean, even the beginning days of AEW, they would use nostalgia almost every week, especially during the pandemic era. But we had Mike Tyson come on there. We had Eric Bischoff was on AEW show. You know, Sting, like you just brought up, Sting came in, and we was all surprised about that. And in WWE, I mean, before he was part of the booking committee, Undertaker shows up here and there. Then you have, you know, stuff like the Attitude Era, then some from the Golden Era, and stuff like that. My thing with the nostalgia is this: when you keep bringing in the nostalgia constantly, this is when it becomes trouble. It becomes trouble because those guys don't want to let the limelight go. Because they still think they are the ones that's putting the butt in the seats, a la Ric Flair. Ric Flair, he still think he's willing, dealing, kiss stealing, son of a gun. Dude, you cheated death at least 3 or 4 times. Go sit down somewhere. You know what I mean? But if you say, hey, I need you to come on TV, he's there. It don't matter what show. I remember he came in that Ring of Honor indie show. If you say, Ric Flair, I need you here, Ric Flair's there. It's modern day wrestling right now. Do it need any nostalgia? No, they don't need it. But just like in sports, you still want to show respect to those that came before you. You still want to show, okay, like if we was watching something and we said, oh, we saw this storyline 10, 20 years ago. Oh, nobody don't know what the hell we talking about until we had to mention the people that we saw the storyline in. Why are we still talking about the Montreal screw job? Now everything we see selling the screw job, what's the first thing we say? Oh, this is a Montreal screw job type storyline. The referee rang the bell without the guy tapping out. So nostalgia got its place in history, but do you need to constantly bring them in to like, hey, get viewership up? Like, oh, Goldberg will be here next week. Because we in South Carolina this week. I don't know what wrestler I can name that was a legendary wrestler for South Carolina right now at the top of my head, but they gonna be on the show next week. You know what I mean? It's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse. But at the same time, you still need nostalgia sometimes. Just like I said, pay some respects to what got y'all to this point in the first place. I could go back and watch the Attitude Era now. It's different. As a grown-ass man, for when I was a teenager in high school, it was different. Wrestling was different when I was a kid. If I go back like this, don't make no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? From when I was a kid, like, oh yeah, all this stuff. It's different, and it would not ride today. It's like that. You had the Attitude Era. You look at the Attitude Era, look at the stuff they was doing and stuff. They were still getting in trouble back then, but nobody give a fuck. Now, oh no, you couldn't let that shit. Can you imagine Al Snow action figure with a little toy mannequin head? You remember the mothers or whatever it was? How they try to get that junk off the TV? That junk won't even be on the shelves right now.
Well, I mean, everybody like hair, right?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Okay.
No pause needed.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is no pause needed. Exactly.
I see this, and I was with Miss Southland, like and you explained it, but when people say they want the Attitude Era back, no, you don't. You don't want the Attitude Era, because guess what? AEW doing some of the stuff the Attitude Era was doing, y'all bitching about it. Too much blood, too much headshot. They use a syringe. Oh my god, that's too much on TV. Dude, we saw a guy get hanged in a Hell in a Cell. We saw a man get tossed from the top of a cell, in which you guys see that every time we see Mick Foley.
Isn't that nostalgia?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if y'all want that nostalgia to come back here, y'all won't make it. Y'all won't make it. I'm telling you.
And this is the reason why it doesn't bother me. Like when somebody get like a syringe. Okay, there's there's some stuff I get squeamish about. Okay, but it doesn't really bother me like that, because I was in that era where I seen worse, like what the enforcer said. Some a big dude, a fat dude, a fluffy dude, right? A thick dude. Well, not thick, but fluffy. Got thrown off of a duplex, aka the Hell in a Cell, right? You bring that in stop it. You bring that to 2026. And bitches want to sit up here and talk about, I don't ever want to see that again. What about my kids? Well, bitch, you should have been in the bed by 8 o'clock when the lights was on. Your kid, why in the fuck is your kid up at like 11 o'clock? You're a horrible parent. I'm going to call child services on you. That's what I'm going to do for you. You know? Sorry, but it really pisses me off when people sit up here and they want the nostalgia shit to come to 2026, but then sit up here and bitch and complain about the shit that they seen back 30 years ago, but we can't see in 2026.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. I mean, let's keep it on. I know light skin, you ain't go yet, so let me just make this real quick.
Yeah, I want to hear from him.
Yeah, I know you guys. But we can fans today. I ain't gonna talk about that's in my age group. I'm talking about the young fans today. Y'all could go back and watch the stuff that we enjoyed when we was your age in your age group. But please don't expect it to come in and do the same thing on this year. We could go back, not that long ago, and go and enjoy an Okada Omega match. And in AEW, you could give you that same match, and y'all expect it to be the same damn match. It's not going to be the same match. These guys are a little bit older. Bodies wore out from those strong style matches. That's how I feel about nostalgia. Nostalgia Act come back. Y'all expect it to be the same thing. AJ Lee was not the same AJ Lee when she came out. Paige is definitely not the same Paige. You know what I mean? Matt Cardona is still, to me, Zack Ryder because he's still doing the same thing, but he's Matt Cardona, so I guess his name changed, whatever. The nostalgia got a limit, and the limit is appearance only. Appearance only. Not trying to relive the glory years. Unless you're Chris Jericho. That's about it. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead, Lexington. I know you ready to go.
So it's fun and entertaining to relive stuff from your past. Hell, I remember getting into a conversation yesterday with some of my coworkers, and we would talk about some of the things from like the 90s that we used to got. Well, like I mentioned that I used to have like that super soaker with like the water backpack on the back that you would refill and just like light people up with that, you know, on them hot summer days and such. You know, the toys, the video games, like, you know, what Chris brought up earlier, the old school Nintendo, you know, like Enforcer and like what Mid-South said, there's a time and a place for nostalgia. You want to relive the glory days? Put them in the Ring of Honor. You want to talk about the old days? Go to the Hall of Fame. You know, everything in life evolves, and that includes pro wrestling. I do not want to, like, there's nice to have, it's a good thing to have callbacks. That's fine. But like Enforcer said, not everything needs to be exactly like how it was from back in the day. I am a kid who grew up watching pro wrestling from the 80s to the 90s to the Attitude Era to the Ruthless Aggression Era to the PG era to the, you know, the new era, whatever the hell it's called.
Doing the voices.
But
right, man, it's the new era.
Yeah, I mean, and I've lived through and watched other wrestling promotions, you know, from the days of New Japan and its glory days, the days where they had the 2010s and they brought in Bullet Club and the rise of LIJ and all that, you know, to what we have now. Like, I'm loving this. As a wrestling fan, I love watching this product evolve. It's not going to be the same. And for those of you, like Enforcer said, who are calling for the return of the Attitude Era, you have Attitude Era like stuff in other companies, not just in AEW. And then you complain about it. Why? Because it's not done in the one that you want it in. WWE has explained it. They're not going back to that. They are going, matter of fact, y'all aren't even the target audience. You know who the target audience is for that company? The sponsors. So as far as I'm
Not
concerned,
lying, bro.
as far as I'm concerned, enjoy what wrestling is giving you rather than wanting something from your past back. It's fun to relive those days, but them days are gone just like my knees. Once again, you have to evolve. That's what we as human beings do. We evolve. All right. 1 minute you're learning how to crawl. The next minute you got 4 legs and you're learning, trying to remain walking again. So as far as I'm concerned, enjoy it while we got it, because tomorrow it might not be here.
Key word what you said, evolve. I grew up. I gotta say it like that. I hate to say it like that. I'm officially old though now. So, like when I grew up, a moonsault, a clothesline was a finishing move. A straight up elbow drop was a finishing move, a la Dusty Rhodes. And things got changed. You know, if you don't like what you saw with Ospreay and let's say Ospreay and Ricochet, because I remember that shit was, oh God, what is wrestling doing with these two? You don't like that? There's still guys that go technical. Zack Sabre Jr., Nigel McGuinness, pass or present because he still can go a little bit. Lee Moriarty. You like brawling hardcore? You know John Moxley will give you that. You know it's that's why wrestling is different categories to different type of wrestlers. What we got today. Not just wrestling, but the technology of wrestling. You can watch wrestling and you can miss it live and come back and watch it another time. Like if you're not gonna be up early to watch New Japan at 5:30 in the morning, you can wait till you off of work to watch it. Unless you're gonna be on social media and watch everybody spoil it for you. But back to the nostalgia thing is this. Sooner or later, this gonna be nostalgia. Sooner or later, AEW stuff or WWE modern day, that's gonna be nostalgia. Look, right now as we speak, John Cena is now nostalgia. Every time he comes in, he's gonna be a nostalgia act. We always around when John Cena started. Now he's a nostalgia act. Kurt Angle's a nostalgia act. Who they just brung in? AEW just had somebody come in and came as a nostalgia act. Like it happens. It's just that's the rule of evolution, especially in wrestling. And the problem is with nostalgia, especially like me going to these meet and greets. Y'all, especially going to those meet and greets. Y'all want these guys to come back, but y'all walk right past them. And that's why they got to come back on the TV screen. Because y'all walk right past them, these meet and greets. Y'all was a big fan when y'all when you was a kid. Now you old enough. Oh, he ain't the same guy as he used to be. But he was the guy when y'all was a kid. And since y'all forgot about him, he got come on TV to remind y'all who he is. And that's where we get nostalgia from.
What you say? What you say, Mister?
He ain't lying. Like they said on Coming to America. He ain't lying.
He ain't lying.
He ain't lying. Right. All right. Did y'all have anything else? We're gonna close shop.
I'm done.
Y'all good? Okay. Well, everybody, that concludes our show. Once again, we appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in to episodes 332. We're going to go around for final thoughts. And remember to follow us on all social media platforms. I see that we got 2 new subscribers. Currently, right now, we're at 961. Remember, everybody, we need y'all help, everybody. We really do. We're trying to get to 1K by the end of this summer. I know we can do it. We can do it. We could probably do it next week if we can apply it ourselves. But tune into the cookout tomorrow. Probably first thing tomorrow morning, about 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Hopefully, if they don't give me a whole bunch of work. Hopefully, praying. Yes. But yeah, let's go around. And who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we talked about nostalgia. We talked about the evolution. But actually, I want y'all to remember that wrestling it can be sports entertainment, or it can be entertainment in a sport environment. How you want to picture it. But, I saw a video today. A little white kid got excited. Got excited. All that stuff, do a little walk, little white thing. And it reminds me of when my sons was little and they was doing We the People, which I tried not to have them do it. Doing it. And Daniel Bryan, the Finn Balor stuff. We gotta remember one thing. Let's not shit on all wrestling, because these kids look at it very differently than we do. This is like superheroes come to life for kids, and you are a grown ass man behind a kid who is enjoying the show, or a woman. I'm gonna put y'all ladies out there too. Shitting on the show that these kids are in a maze with. I know the little thing is F them kids, but at a wrestling show, just like when you was a kid, you was into it. I don't know what some of y'all was doing. I don't know if y'all was ripping y'all shirts. I don't know if y'all was in a bathrobe thinking y'all was Ric Flair and all that stuff. I don't know. Y'all thought y'all had a chain on and thought y'all jumped with y'all dog. But just remember that at one point, you was that same kid. At one point, you was that same teenager. It's good that we do it here, but if you at the show, save that for another time. Save that for another time. Or at least save it until you get your platform, then you can do it like that. But you at a show and you got these kids in front of you, save y'all bullshit for when you get to your platform. That's all I ask. And I'm done. Have a nice day.
Cool. Let's go to Missa.
You're muted.
As usual, I'll make it short and sweet. Circling back to what that one guy said that runs the one company, I am not for anyone telling me how serious to take pro wrestling. Again, if my hobby is pro wrestling, is watching pro wrestling, just like if my hobby is watching the NFL, or my favorite thing to do is follow my local sports team or my professional sports team or whatever, I take it serious. Especially, because I left this part out, especially if I'm spending money on your product. If I spent, which I did not, spent $10,000 to go to a wrestling show like some of these, I'm not going to call them names, people are doing, to go to some of these other company wrestling shows, then I can take it as serious as I want, as long as I don't cross the line. So I'm not talking about the idiots that always cross the line, no matter what it is, because I mean, they do it in soccer, they do it in football, they do it in baseball, like I mentioned earlier, they do it in every single sport. And if wrestling is considered a sport, which that one company calls it sports entertainment, then those people are allowed and should take it as serious as they want. Just don't cross the line. But I'd be damned if you're going to tell me I take it too serious if I'm paying to watch your show or paying to buy merchandise to have shipped to my house, because yes, I'm spending money to buy your merchandise. I also got to spend money to ship your merchandise because you don't ship for free. So that means I'm spending even more money than I had anticipated in spending on something that I take serious. So I'd be damned if you're going to tell me how serious to take something. And to finish this part off, next week, I'm talking about how I feel about what the phenomenal AJ Styles said when he said that wins and losses do not matter. And I'm just letting y'all know I am going to rip him to shreds.
You leave Alan Jones alone.
No.
All right.
Give him all of the smoke.
You leave Alan Jones alone.
Give him all of the smoke. I really don't have much for a final thought except for, yesterday I was the 250th birthday of this country, and for 250 years, people who look like me have felt like, second class citizens. We felt like we've never belonged. I just want y'all to remember, we helped build this country what it is today. We've made America as great as we possibly could make it. A lot of the things that have come from this country have come from black and brown faces. So as far as I'm concerned, to the people who want to sit up here and say, if you don't love America, you can get out. Well, you still hate niggas and you haven't left yet. So I want y'all to think about that next time you want to tell somebody to get out. Happy birthday, America.
Raggedy bitch.
Now, how the fuck am I supposed to follow up on that, light skin?
I don't know.
Okay, all right, fine.
But I have a feeling you will.
I appreciate your faith in me. So,
everybody.
Okay, I appreciate you too. All right, so I don't really have much of a final thought, but I'm going to kind of follow up on light skin. So for 250 years, we haven't learned a goddamn thing because racism still exists, genocide still going on. Capitalism is through the roof, inflation is through the roof. Like literally, we haven't learned shit. And as a black man, I feel more in danger than probably my ancestors were back in the 1800s, longer than 500 years. I just really wish that we will be better human beings, but it seems like we're going down a path of the path of no return. I look at life a little bit more differently than others, right? I am optimistic, but I'm also a realist as well. I don't think we are going back to the normal times. When was normal ever normal? Like, racism is normal? Being homophobic is normal? Being a bigot is normal? Shitting your pants is normal? Well, that's really it seems like this is the new norm. And I'm one of the ones where I'm willing to fight until my last dying breath because I'm not going to tolerate none of this shit, and especially wrestling fans. If you guys cannot hold yourself accountable and if you cannot act accordingly, I'm going to gather what's left of your scalp and I'm going to keep my fucking foot on your fucking neck. So with that being said, fuck with me if you want to, but you better bring a lunch when you're fucking with a nigga like me. And with that being said, y'all have a wonderful and blessed evening. And remember to repost and reshare and comment on this page. Y'all be blessed now. Bye for now. I love that shit.
Hashtag press play.
I am pressing play. I just can't find the goddamn split. Anyway. Bye, y'all.
Heels for life on the track. You know what it is.
Heels for life.
Turn it up. Let it bang. Heels for life on the track. You know what it is. Heels for life. Woo. Turn it up. Let it bang. Heels for life on the track. You know what it is. From the mid-south all the way worldwide. We the force of the heat where the bad guys start. We enforcer in the cut, keep the story in line. DJ T.O. make it John when he gut, that's fine. Wild card talk slick, gotta take some 10. Like Sting gave and bring the chaos sins. And get hit wreck good, then the roof catch flames. To another hit that drop, you remember the name. Heels for life, we don't play nice. Every hot take feel cold as ice. From the belt to the mic.